Welcome back to another episode of Bear It All the Podcast with your girls, Jay
and B
and Day. Spicy one.
So extra.
Extra one.
Literally. And we have a guest here today that matches our energy. Or at least we hope, right? His name is G.
I don't know. You're looking tight right now.
Yeah, like, loosen up. Loosen up. Loosen up a little bit. At least Spicy. Loosen up.
It looks like he's doing security or something. You know what I'm saying? You're ready to hurt somebody. No, so we have G. All right. So I'll say, well, you tell us who you are.
I'm just from Philly. But I go by GQ. I have my own clothing brand.
Okay.
I just want people to get more focused on and realizing that I want my brand to be actually a brand that you could wear 30 years from now, 5 years from now, and not be trendy. And I also want to be on here today. I'm glad y'all had me on here today.
Yeah,
This is my first time actually being on the podcast.
Really?
So,
Welcome.
We got a virgin.
Welcome.
actually, no. This is what I can say. I was on the podcast before.
He don't want to be labeled with a word.
But
virgin.
unfortunately, the people that recorded me, I think they didn't have it on record. So the whole time we was doing the podcast, they didn't record. Yeah, I know.
The word.
And you found that out afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because it was actually when I first started my clothing brand, and they said, I said, when is it going to get done? They said, bro, unfortunately, we couldn't get it done. We got to reschedule. I'm like,
oh, no.
yeah, it was bad.
And how long was the taping? How long was y'all there talking?
Probably like an hour.
Oh,
but
no.
I'm glad it didn't
So
go
we
air,
do have a version.
Oh
That was a
my
trial run.
gosh.
You know when you go with somebody and you just try it, he's like this, I'm afraid, and then now you're really getting in it. I know.
What is this?
Girl, she
So
don't know.
welcome to us. I'm the crazy one, so you can get that already.
That's all
I'm
good.
just gonna let her do her thing.
Yeah.
It's all
No,
good. No,
stage
but
for you
it was
now.
kind of, that's why when y'all said, pour shots, I'm like, no, I'm not going to drink nothing, because when I was doing the other podcast, I was drunk and I was,
Babbling.
God.
I was
Yeah.
bad, and I'm not really the babbling type. I like to stay chill.
Okay.
You was telling all your business?
You must.
No, I was just popping my shit. Popping my shit.
Okay.
You must be a Sagittarius.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I was right.
Now you get that.
I was right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. So clothing business.
Mhm.
Well, why don't we just get it out the way? Why don't you just show us
Yes.
some of your?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yes.
let's see.
Yeah.
Just don't hit the mic.
Well, what's the name of the clothing
It's
business?
called Genuine Quality Clothing, but it's acronym for GQ Clothing.
Okay.
I don't
So
know,
my
but I
name
like these
is
sweats.
my
Like, let
name
me
is
see.
Gary, so therefore people found a way to correlate that with my brand name. So they always call me GQ because of the way I dress.
Okay.
And you know GQ, like for GQ magazine. So I found a way to correlate that in my brand. So this is supposed to be like a
ties.
college basketball theme. That's why it says Genuine
I
Quality
like
University
that. It
Basketball.
looks thick and
And
warm.
mind
No,
you,
I love
That
it.
is.
I designed it, like I
yeah,
drew
it's heavy.
everything out. I sketched the measurements out because like I told you, I've been in the clothes since I was young. So I know how to do the measurements from everything from the hem to the pit, the
Nice.
shoulder, the cut, everything.
Well, I need you to design
And
some
you
No,
see-
clothes.
I need a pink one
For
or a
this
purple
ass.
one.
Design
You
some
got a
clothes
purple
for me for this
No,
ass.
this got these colors right now. So basically,
this.
you see the
I like
sides
this detail right here.
and you see the buttons on the side. It's supposed to be like basketball, like tearaway pants.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even notice that.
And look, and you see right here is the
Thickness.
GQ.
I love this.
Right there, design basketball. I drew the GQ. I made it like a basketball shape.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is
Seriously,
very-
I like the
right there.
thickness.
I love the
I know.
quality.
I like
Thank you. I
thickness.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. That's why
I
it's
love
called
the
genuine
quality.
quality clothing, all pun
Nice.
intended.
Definitely. I love the quality.
I can't with
Yeah,
her.
that's
No,
Nice.
because of the
Thank you. I
thickness.
appreciate it.
No, you know I'm talking because it's cold.
And it's
You know,
affordable.
that-
so
you
it's
go
not-
somewhere
it's not
else with
too
it.
Okay,
expensive.
so how much would
Yes.
something like that go for that
The whole-
particular outfit would be how much?
160.
Okay.
It's
That's
worth
nice.
it
You see
because
how
you could
heavy
wear
it
it.
Yeah, it's
That's
heavy.
And
why.
It's nice and heavy.
I put the cotton out when they send me the fabric, and I wanted to see the weight of it when the manufacturer sent it to me. I wanted to be compared to like essentials, you know, the Fair
Yeah.
Guy essentials, like thick and heavy.
Right.
So that's why I made sure I spent a lot of money.
Yeah,
on these.
No,
absolutely.
this is
Yeah.
worth it. I think
Thank you.
one day
Thank
the
you. I
thickness of
appreciate
it
that.
is.
You can
I
buy it
appreciate
in
the feedback.
pieces or you can buy it in a
You can
set.
buy it in pieces,
Okay.
but I prefer you buy it the whole set
Yeah.
because they actually I'm actually unfortunately out a lot of small sizes because people have been buying them. They love this. They love this.
And she's
Right.
small now, so you know.
I'm not a small
And I like a purple, so you have
My
to
gum was
do
stuck
different
from
colors.
in my roof.
Yeah,
For women, I mean, women
Actually,
can
I
wear
did
that,
wear
but
one of my
we,
daughter's
like a girly
sweatshirts.
girl,
You
we
know
like
what's
pink,
crazy?
purple.
I actually did a sample in purple, but I just did the sample to see how the color would come because like when I send that to the manufacturer and I tell manufacturer I needed to wash it like with that acid type of wash, that faded wash, I wanted to test the color runs out before I actually mass produce it. So I actually have purple, but it's a bigger size.
What colors do you have now in that?
That's the black one for
Oh,
right
okay.
now. But I had
Okay.
other samples made like in the green, the
Is that black?
khaki.
So it's black.
Yeah, it's like
That's
solid,
black?
yeah, but it's like
Yeah,
that
that
wash.
khaki
It has
and
the
green would be
wash to
nice.
it, so that's why it looks faded like gray.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
I wanted
that's
to
what I
have.
thought.
So when you wear, because you know how when people wash sweaters, they worry about the fact that the color is
It's
not
gonna
going to
fade
I
or
love
shrink.
that.
Fade or shrink.
So
Yeah.
therefore,
that.
that's why I did it like that. Like it's already pre-washed, so you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Oh, losing the color. Oh, I don't look vibrant as much. So
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you just?
Love it.
So what else do you have on your like in your clothing line? You just have.
I have tracksuits. I have velvet tracksuits. I have navy blue tracksuits. I wish I would have brung some of them, but I just wanted to bring that because I know that's not really for this type of weather because it's getting cold now. That's
Yeah.
normally for like spring. I have t-shirts, and I have a hoodie too, but the hoodie is light. So this is the heaviest one out of the whole collection.
Okay.
So that's why I brought that because you can
But-
wear that when it's cold.
Next time, because I hope you come back, you got to bring the other one because we're working out. You know, we're trying to. So
Yeah.
tracksuit would be nice for us to see.
Well, we know
sample.
who's been working out.
Him. You talking? Oh! I thought you were talking about me for a second. I was like, oh yeah,
You know, because they got a booty now, she said.
I have
Hey.
the booty. Can you believe this? For a Spanish girl, I finally got one.
So
I know.
It's for men, women, and children, or
It's
just men, women?
unisex. So
Okay.
basically, I don't have nothing for kids at the moment.
Okay.
But I
That
have
would
it
be cute,
unisex.
though.
That would be cute.
So
yeah.
like my models, like even on my page, like you see women and men wearing the clothes because I don't want it to just be specified that's for men or women. So
Right.
it's
Unisex.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I could see both a man and a woman
Yeah,
to
but
wear
they're
that.
cute for
Absolutely.
kids, like the sweats. For
no,
kids.
maybe
Yeah.
on down the line
Yeah.
I will do for kids for sure.
I'm thinking about my grandkids because instead of wearing because that's so heavy and it's thick,
That would be.
that would be perfect. You don't have to put
You
nothing
don't have to wear no
underneath.
jacket. Like even in this
Not
weather,
even jacket, like the things that we put, like the what do you
the
call
under-
it? The Under Armour, not the Under Armour, but what do you call those? Like you put it on top of the kids, like pajamas, but
Oh.
not like the
Like
pajamas.
thermals?
Yes, you don't even with that. You don't need it
Yeah.
because it's so thick.
Mhm.
So
And
that's
then
what I
the
was
fact-
thinking.
That's why I made it oversized because of the fact that you want to be cozy. Like you can actually go to sleep in that and you'll be comfortable. I promise you ain't gonna need no blanket. You'll be good in that.
I need that for my grandkids.
Why ain't gonna sleep
Ah,
in
yeah,
those?
I
That's
can't
that
wear
with the
nothing
kids.
when I-
is
Yeah,
long
that's
sleeve.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
the older I got, no. No
That's what I'm
clothes,
saying.
no
That's
clothes.
perfect.
So, are we allowed to ask your age? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how old are you?
I'm 34. My birthday coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm
you're
gonna be
a
35.
baby. You're a
Oh, we got a baby in the house.
Do you usually get that?
Huh?
Do people usually call you a baby?
No. They said, "Oh, you old." They said, "Oh, you old." So
Oh, because you're probably.
Hanging
a
out with
lot of people
the.
don't but think I'm 35. They be thinking I'm younger. So
Honestly,
You do
I'm
look
not
younger.
gonna lie.
I
I
would
thought
give
you were
face.
like
Yeah, I would give
20.
younger.
You have a baby face. No, he does.
So he does.
He does.
I would
You
give
have a
younger.
baby
But he's
face.
super, like,
your
serious
mannerism
looking.
don't. You know, it shows like you're a man, but your face, you look like a baby.
I'm scared.
yeah.
You scared for what?
He has such a serious.
When did this passion of yours start? Like, when did you know that you wanted to get into clothing and all of that?
Actually, I had an epiphany back in 2020 during COVID. I said, "Yo, I should just do a clothing brand." People have been telling me for years to do a clothing brand, but I'm like, I don't want to do it because people are telling me to do it. I want to do
Right.
it because I genuinely want to do it.
Yeah.
So
That's
therefore,
Sagittarius for you.
all
Okay.
pun intended, because my brand is genuine quality clothing, so I wanted to do it genuinely
Right.
from the heart.
Right.
And that's what my brand stands for. Because when I came up with the idea to start my brand, I'm like, I know what type of stuff I would do, but what would the name be?
Right.
Mhm. That's
And
actually a
genuine
perfect
quality,
name.
because people already was calling me GQ before I had the
Why did
brand
they call
name.
you that?
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah, 'cause
GQ
he liked to
magazine
dress.
and
I'm
how
saying
the way I
why?
dress.
Oh, because you
Because I
dress
always
very-
dress nice. I didn't come up with it. People came up with the name for me, and because my name Gary, and they found a way
Mhm.
to attach it to that. So I just came up. I just said, I'm gonna run with that. That's cool.
I love the name of it.
Clean
though.
cut.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got some things we're gonna get into today. All right.
Yes.
So
let's go.
before we get started,
Mhm.
we have a little icebreaker. Okay.
That's cool.
Little opener. All right. So, what's one thing that you learned about someone after dating them that made you say, I wish I would have known this before?
And this is basically probably 100% of the time, the way they communicate. That's the number one thing. If you can't communicate with me, whether you mad, whether you happy, it's not going to work. And 99% of the time it was that.
So they didn't communicate properly?
No.
Or at all?
And
or...
communication, that's such an ambiguous term because it could fall in the fact that you'll ghost somebody. It could fall in the fact that you don't know how to talk, you talk out of anger and emotion. It could fall in the category of you talking and then shutting me out. You just want me to hear your part and you don't care what I have to say. It falls in a lot of stuff. So
yeah,
a lot of things.
I was gonna say, which is really why, like, you really don't know someone until like you're deep into it. I feel like.
For sure.
That's true. In some way, you see signs, right?
Yeah, you see signs.
You definitely see signs. But really, truly knowing somebody, I agree with that.
So do you think that this is like, I feel like a controversial topic. Do you think that when you like somebody and you know that you might want to be with them, you should just jump right into it? Or do you think you should take time, like there's a timeline for dating somebody?
I can't speak for everybody else, but I speak for me personally, from personal experience. At the end of the day, if the vibe is right, I'm going to just go with the vibe.
After how long?
It
don't matter. So just
me
say
personally,
2 weeks.
No timeline.
No, I'm not going to be with somebody. I'm not going to make somebody my girlfriend after 2 weeks.
Okay, say a month.
That's a little bit more reasonable. Me personally, when I like somebody.
Well, what qualifies them to become your girlfriend, to transition into that? You know, like, because you said there's no timeline, but it's not early.
Yeah, not early.
Right.
So basically, it's about communication, how the way your morals, your principles are, like what you stand on as a person. Me personally, I'm very good with reading energy and reading the room. So I could read somebody in 2 seconds after I'm talking to them.
Yes, do that.
I'm very observant, and I fall in love in 2 seconds.
Oh, you fall in love with okay.
But he's genuine.
So that's a great.
That's
the
why
question
it
is, what does somebody learn about you when dating you
Self-respect
that they didn't like?
The fact that I stand on everything I say, and I feel like a lot of women are intimidated by that because I'm a real man and I believe in everything I say and I stand on everything I say, and I don't tolerate disrespect on no level.
Well, he said that was
beautiful.
Here she goes.
So
with that type,
Cap. That's right.
I just, you know,
it's a what?
We gotta get the cap.
and you know, it's another thing that plays a part of that because I had both parents growing up and they still together to this day. So my mom taught me how to treat a woman from a woman's perspective, and my dad taught me how to treat a woman from a man's perspective.
Oh, see, you know, so you have like, and I hate to say like an advantage, but unfortunately, like in this world now, like it's
that's unheard of. Honestly, most of the time,
and it sets certain standards, right, that you expect in a relationship, especially if they had a healthy relationship growing up.
So I don't have the typical, you know, they say mom and daddy issues.
Right,
like, I'm blessed to have both my parents.
That
I
is
love
a
them to
blessing.
death. I love both of them to death.
It is a
and
blessing.
I have good rapport as I got older with both of them, better rapport, like more understanding rapport.
Right.
And that's how I know how to communicate better because of the fact that I'm so comfortable talking to them. Because you know, with communication, lost communication starts from the household. You see how your parents communicate, and that's what I feel like a lot of people are in traumatic experiences where they get in relationships. They see how their parents communicate. Like, for example, they feel like, oh, I gotta hit somebody to show that I love them. Oh, I have to cuss them out and belittle them to show that I love them. No, and I'm not even going to sit here and say I had the most perfect parents in the world because you know everybody has mistakes and stuff makes mistakes. But me personally, like as I get older, I know certain stuff you don't move this way, you don't talk to people this way.
Yeah.
But you've seen them argue, right?
For sure.
Right. So I think that is important because a lot of, you know, you do have some situations where kids have never seen their parents fight. And so you don't know how to.
For real?
Oh yeah, and you don't know how to deal with conflict. You know, when you get into your own relationship, or how to handle an argument or deal with conflict, because you've never witnessed that. You know, some parents is like, no, we don't argue around our kids, or we don't show them that we're mad.
And not to cut you off, but that's a point. That's an important point right there because. How can you handle conflict if you never deal with conflict? You got to be able to because a lot of people run away from conflict. Like a lot of people,
it's easier to not deal with it.
Yeah.
My point exactly. And back to the question you asked me, you said, "Oh, what's the deal breaker?" You like for a person like you talk to, you wish you knew way before. Like people don't know how to handle conflict, and I stand on everything I say.
They
and
probably
people
wish that they would know. They knew, like you knew how they handle certain situations.
Yeah, then I would have never dealt with it. And you know,
you
all of us want to be toxic sometimes
Yeah.
and still look past the red flags and all that type.
All of us want to be. Look, she's looking.
Including me. Including me.
Like we all have a little
Everybody got a little
No, I
toxic.
know,
in
but
them.
it's not the word. I don't think that's.
You may not mean to be toxic. But
Exactly.
There's definitely
No, but
people who.
and what I mean-
everybody has some
No,
toxic.
what I mean by that, I'm saying as far as people would see all the red flags from the jump when it comes to communication situation, and they still deal with it because they want to do it for the plot. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
That's what I said. You said that. I don't think that's toxic. That's learning the person. Okay, you do this now. It's up to me if I want to stay.
Yeah, but he's saying that people still like, even though you know there's always red flags, you stick around because of whatever reason, you know.
And me personally, like I cut people off for the littlest things. And
what little things?
Like I could say one thing, and I'm only going to say it once. And if you keep doing that repetitive behavior, and I'm telling you, I'm feeling some type of way about that. I'm not going.
Is this a dictatorship?
I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not arguing with you. I already said it once, and
so you just
you're not flexible.
You
That's why
it's not about being flexible. Because if I'm getting to know you and you doing BS from the rip, I understand you have to make people comfortable with being themselves, regardless if you like it or not. Because if you alter people's behavior, they're never going to show their true colors.
Exactly.
So I always allow people to be themselves, and people always feel comfortable being themselves around me. But I just be peeping certain stuff. Like if I see you keep doing it, and I'm telling you, hey, this makes me feel this type of way, and I'm communicating with you like a man, and not disrespect, not having a tone, not being aggressive, not being disrespectful, and then you keep doing that, it's like, why am I going back and forth? First of all, we're not in a relationship, so I can't tell you what to do, not what to do. But I'm telling you, this is making me feel uncomfortable.
No, I agree with that.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do agree with that because that shows respect. If I'm telling you I don't like something and you keep telling me that you,
I don't know. I think that's
so here leaves the question.
Can I just go real quick? Can we go back to you know how to read somebody in 2 seconds? Can you read all of us? I want to know.
Oh, you went back to that?
Yes, I want to.
I'm not doing this.
No, go ahead. What are choice not to handle it?
All right,
so
let's
far,
start.
what do you see in day? 2 seconds. Look,
You were sitting on a date with her, and that's it.
Well, not in a date.
All right, okay. So today, just today,
not a date.
First thing that comes to mind.
You seem real free spirited. Like you seem like you very lenient with people, but you just don't tolerate bullshit. Like you don't let people just do whatever the fuck they want.
He got me.
Excuse my vulgarity.
Yes. No, it's true. That is me.
Yeah, that's the energy I get from you.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 seconds.
What about
yeah, it is.
She gets me more reserved a little bit. Like she gets reserved. Like I don't know. I'm not really trying to.
I get reserved.
Yeah,
I'm very until I get to know you.
Yeah, I can tell.
And all
that's
that.
the energy I get from you.
Yeah.
What else?
I could tell.
Why are you staring at me like
No,
that?
she is.
I'm putting the scanners on too.
That's it for now.
Okay, what about me?
You everywhere, Satan.
And this is bias. You can't use what you know about it.
Exactly.
You gotta use just first impression.
He doesn't know me. Not well.
But y'all have at least had a conversation to book all this and everything.
She's a very easy person to talk. You talk about as far as me.
As today.
Yeah.
Or just or whatever. That's
You just a person that I feel like anybody feel comfortable talking to you because you just have that very genuine energy. Like I feel like nobody would ever tell you no because your energy is just like that.
Nobody will ever tell me no. Oh, I'm gonna use that to my advantage.
She's so happy.
Don't tell me no.
Oh, Lord.
Really? I can get whatever I want?
So
oh my
happy.
God. Okay, hold on.
Dang, the first impression of me is reserved.
Yes, you
Really?
are reserved.
Am I that? I
Yes.
feel like
we're both reserved.
I am
but
reserved.
she
I am
is.
definitely reserved.
No, from
What's
all
your
three of
sign?
us, you are.
I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
Yeah.
When your birthday, June?
June 15th.
Okay. Yeah, you Geminis, y'all very observant. Y'all
I'm
like
very
to keep
observant.
Stuff,
Yeah.
and then the crazy side come out.
And then the crazy come out.
Yeah.
Why you pointing?
That is true.
Because we
She's a
polar
Taurus.
opposites. I'm a Sag, so we polar opposites.
I'm a Taurus.
Gemini, so.
I don't
Yeah,
tolerate.
y'all sweet. Y'all wear your emotions on your sleeve.
Yes, it is what it is. I don't.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Transparent.
And I'm a Virgo.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I'm like, I ain't messing with you.
How are Virgos?
Virgos, y'all very private. Y'all very open about certain stuff, but y'all don't like to let people to in. Y'all like to keep emotions. Y'all like to keep that. Like 30 cinder block walls.
I got a couple Virgos.
30 cinder block walls. I'm not making this up.
Where's the rug? Let me put
They
everything
gotta
on
be
the
on
rug.
some Jackie Chan type shit. Chop through them jaws.
This is true.
This
Yes.
is so true.
It is true.
Okay.
But when she know you uncomfortable, then,
Yes.
then she love
Yeah, for
hard.
sure.
But yeah,
Yeah, you know.
That's true.
I'm just a... Okay, so go ahead. I'm sorry. You were going to say something before
I don't remember.
I cut you off.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, you good. Oh no, well we were talking about his just absolute no's. You just walking off, but that just it made me think of this question here: can two alphas fall in love without fighting for the mic? Because I feel like when you were saying,
Yeah.
once I say what I say, that's it, kind of thing.
So
what if
that's
she's
very
the same
alpha.
way? That's very alpha. What if she's the same way, kind of person?
No, because when you two alphas come together, y'all know how to reciprocate energy. Talk about real alphas, not
Real
the
alpha,
fake
right?
alphas people be portraying to be.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about when you're a real. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
I just want to make sure your mic's in front of you. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, are
So-
you drinking on the job?
So I feel like when two alphas, you have an understanding and you stand on etiquette and principles and morals. So therefore, you know how to compromise. Not even compromise, because I like to use certain words. Compromise seems like you just belittling yourself. I'm gonna say reciprocate.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to reciprocate because of the fact that y'all both know y'all carried a certain way.
Right.
So it's a self-respect thing there.
Yeah.
So
agree
if
with that.
my woman tells me, "Oh, baby, I don't think you should do it like that," if I'm with that woman, I obviously trusts her judgment. So therefore, if she's
consider-
telling
So
me,
you gonna consider? What
yeah,
she's
so if
saying,
she's
yeah.
telling me, "Babe, you shouldn't move that way," I'm not gonna move that way. 'Cause
What
I
to
trust
you
her.
makes an alpha woman?
Huh?
What to you makes a woman an alpha?
Standing on principle, self-respect, respecting everybody around her, and you like. I'm gonna give a perfect example. Somebody could be a good woman to their man, but they treat everybody else like shit. I don't want no woman like that. I want a woman that's actually going to treat everybody
Equally.
with respect and love everybody the same way, not just because what it could do for her. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that actually is the main thing, and being honest and transparent, because transparency is real, whether you want to hear the blank truth or not. I respect transparency because that lets me know everything I need to know, and that I move accordingly based on how transparent you are. You understand what I'm saying?
You
so,
like an assertive woman? I feel
Yes,
like
of
assertiveness
course.
is alpha. Like
yeah, I like
that
a woman
is a woman
that
that's alpha.
check me on my shit. Like, you
Okay.
can't be in the. Hey, babe, I think you should. No,
All right.
Be-
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
So
understand. That's toxic. You
That's
think
not
that's toxic?
toxic.
Somebody put you in your place. You want a woman to put you in your
No,
place?
Oh, no,
it's
no, no,
not
no, no, no,
about
no,
that.
no.
I think
It's
that's
not
different
about
than
that.
assertive.
I'm-
and that's another thing. Like, yeah, I don't tolerate. I know people get mad walking up on me trying to hit me. I know this is probably off subject, but I don't tolerate women putting hands on.
No, no.
I don't tolerate
You
that
shouldn't.
either.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Nobody
tolerate
should.
that at all.
Mm-mm.
So
No, that would be a walk
that's
away.
one of the number one deal
Yeah,
breakers to me. For
Person
sure.
that's very like,
Because
physically-
I don't do that. Like, even if you walk up on me like you about to taunt me, and that's another thing too. I feel like a lot of women be taunting men, even they know men, especially if they know a man, not me particularly, especially when they know a man comes from like a violent background from the family, and then they try to taunt them. It's like the opposite effect. You know how when women tell a man, oh, they dealt with this with a man, and then the man will harp on that and do the same thing
Oh yeah.
that she
Yeah.
just told you the other guy do, and try to.
Yeah, they know the weaknesses.
Yeah.
And they thrive
And
off of the weakness. Yeah.
certain women do that too.
Yeah, I agree.
this is-
So
Sorry to interrupt,
No,
but
you
this
good.
is what I'm saying. Remember the last episode we had, a couple of episodes behind? This is what you need sometimes to deal, and not everybody, but in that situation would heal people, because everybody has a traumatic coming back. But if you're not healed, of course, they're going to trigger that. And then they're going to come back and say, like, then this is like, hey, honey, I know this happened to you, but this is not me. like tone it down just a little bit. Like don't match her energy. Like she's ready. Yeah. Like no, I understand where you're coming from, but I think you should seek help. I'm not saying you're crazy, but you're acting crazy.
Well, I mean,
no, seriously, because that's communication. That's how I see it.
You know what,
communication is number one thing for
that's
me.
communication.
That's why there's like the issues. I mean, you have the healing version of a person and you have their ego, you know? So how do you, so like, how do you tell the difference between when a person is like genuinely wanting someone versus when they need a person? Like sometimes people just need somebody, so they stay in these situations, even though it's not feeding.
That's not healthy. That's not.
Oh, I know, but people do it all the time.
Oh yeah, they don't want to be alone. They
It's
accept
comfort.
anything.
Yeah,
It's comfort, you know.
Yeah, if your people do that for convenience too, like it's, you know, people want to fill a certain void. Me personally, like when I was in a 5-year relationship before, I went a whole year without doing anything with anybody. Like
So you were
no
healing.
sex, no nothing.
So, so
And
12
people
months.
even ask me, and people actually ask me how you do that. Like certain people that are close to me, they ask you how you do that.
That's discipline.
Yeah, that is.
Like
discipline.
I went a whole year, and it was
So
a
was
good
it a
thing
whole
for
year
me.
after the relationship, or you're talking about like during the relationship?
You said after the
After
You said
relationship.
after it ended. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry about
So I went a
You're
whole
really
year.
an old soul.
that.
No, you are. You read energy. I read energy too. You're really an old
Oh yeah,
soul.
we didn't read you in 2 seconds.
No, you are. That's what
why
I
I
said.
love older women, because of the fact that, you know.
No, that's beautiful.
Oh, you're so cute, Dave. So I have a question. So you were
But
just
he
talking about like why
is.
people stay in something. So have you ever entertained someone knowing that they weren't long term just to fill a void? So even
Of course, I feel like everybody had situations where they just dealt with somebody just to fill a void. Whether you just fornicating, whether you just want to go out on dates with a specific person, whether you just wanted somebody to talk to. Of course I did. Plenty of times.
But does it put you in a situation where it's like you get like a little in too deep, or it's like then you realize like you're like putting your energy into something that you know is not.
No, when I know something, I know something. Like I told you, when I know I like somebody, I love like in 2 seconds. So I already know.
So have you ever been in a situation where you put yourself in a relationship just to fill the void, but then that was a person that you fell for?
No.
Or let me ask that generally to everyone. Do you feel like it's possible to just entertain something, right, just to fill the void, but then that person becomes
Of
someone
importance
that
to
you
No.
you don't think it's possible?
No, me personally, I'm speaking from personal experience. Everything I'm speaking from personal experience. Me personally, if I know I'm gonna be with somebody from the jump, I know I'm gonna be with somebody from the jump. It's not like I ever try to fill the void or talk to somebody for convenience, and then I eventually start liking them. No, if I don't like you from the rip, I'm not gonna like you. I'm extremely picky.
But I think what you're saying is,
I'm saying
yeah,
if
you're
it is
Sagittarius.
someone,
They are so
right.
picky.
Yeah.
Not you
Literally,
throwing a little
they
shade.
are. But Virgos are picky too. Anyway,
I think it
No, I was
depends.
gonna say because I think like there's been times when I was maybe I dealt with somebody that I didn't like. I knew that there wasn't a future, or I didn't even plan
still
for
was
that.
attracted
I liked
to
them,
them and
like
liked
them because I was
them.
attracted
Yeah,
to them. But
right.
then when I'm in it, and it's like, okay, you have sex with somebody, or you spend time with them, you start to have like certain feelings for them.
Right.
I've been in that
So you
situation.
think it's possible?
Yeah, no, definitely. But then you got to go back, ask yourself, what am I doing here?
Right.
And I know for like me, like where I am right now, obviously that's like my focus. It's like you can't get caught up in the emotion
More
part of it,
intentional. Yeah.
which is part of the reason, like, why my last relationship ended after a year, because I knew that, yeah, it might feel good to have a person there. You might have a good time going on dates, things like that. But at the end of the day, like, is this person a person I can see as my husband?
Yeah.
And if it's not, then.
I definitely think it's possible though. You hear people
Me,
in
no,
long-term
I'm
relationships
like,
all the time.
I'm
You
like
said no,
him.
Day?
I'm like him. Like if I like you, I
She's
from the
siding with you
go
this whole time.
No, I that's why because I say
She
if I
says
like
she's
you,
in a relationship, but
I am. Oh no, he's very beautiful. Don't get me wrong. You're a handsome guy,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
but I am very loyal. I'm one of those that people don't believe I am. When I'm with somebody, I could tell you're attracted. That doesn't mean I'm attracted to you. I
No,
just
for
like
sure, for
so
sure.
I am like I'm in love with mine, and he knows that, and I make sure I tell everybody.
That's another subject we did. That's actually interesting that she brought that up. That's because you find somebody physically attractive doesn't mean you like them. And that's why I got back to the point that I know from the rip that I like somebody. Like, I met and talked to a lot of beautiful women before. And that's what, like, I could tell for 2 seconds I'm in love with you.
Really?
What?
Love?
Yeah.
I'm not,
What
like
was
that.
true? No, but I'm just saying, like,
You catch my
but
drift.
you know, they
You
say
catch my
that
drift.
they say that the men like know when they meet a woman,
They say
Just
that.
that
They know that's their
Men,
wife.
No, don't ever let any man tell you that he doesn't know, just like how women know from the rip. Like, just like how women know if she gonna let a nigga.
is it in the eyes? Like, what is it? What is it?
The energy.
It's the energy.
It's
That's
the,
why
you
I
see
told you.
the energy. I told you he's an old soul.
Team up.
No, it's the
And that's
energy.
why when you ask me, 2 weeks long enough to get in a relationship, a month long enough, it depends on energy. It also depends on energy, because energy never lies.
Exactly.
And like, I'm
I
good
agree
with
with
energy,
that.
so
I agree.
yeah.
I could agree
I
with that.
agree with that.
But love at the first 2 seconds, that's
I don't
It
mean
is.
it literally.
No, so
Listen,
it's almost like love
I'm
at
like,
first sight,
I'll
but
love
you
it
just
after
don't
a
say
year.
it.
I need to like
A
process
year?
this. No, I'm just saying, for me, I'm very like, kind of like what you said, right? There's cinder blocks. That is literally like me, because I'm just like, I gotta make sure everything. Karate chop.
Yeah.
Hey, well, at least you'll. It's just that, like, I feel like it could be coping. It could be a coping mechanism, right? So it's like protects you from being hurt. And then even if you were hurt at some time, because I know for me, like, I've been in a relationship where I found out that he lied to me or cheated, and that just, it doesn't leave like my head. So then it's like, we entertain other women while we're together. Now I'm liable to, do anything.
Well, I think experiences definitely influence how you move.
Yeah.
Like our younger selves, we fell in love hard. You thought the person in the 8th grade was going to be your husband. Like,
That is true.
Well, he was.
That is true.
And that's why
they call it puppy love and all that. You had 100 puppy
And that's why
loves.
parents say, "Oh, you too young to be in a relationship." My mom
Right.
and dad used to always tell me that. I always been like a lover guy.
Yeah,
Always been like that, even when I was young.
experiences over the years
Really?
make you more, I think, more cautious, or you move different in relationships, and
And I'm
Yeah,
so
you
much
don't
more
really
cautious.
show
I'm
it,
like, wait
yeah.
a second. Hold on. Wait. You touching me?
But like
Hold
I
on.
said, like he said about energy. It is. That's, they make
I
fun of
knew
me
young,
before.
though.
Prior to this, I was single. Like, I would just like, and she made fun of me. I block his ass. I block him. Like,
Well,
I don't got
because-
time, because I saw the bullshit already coming. So I was like, I'm moving.
That's why type time I be on.
Yeah, I'm like, I
watched that
see
podcast,
you.
By the way, I actually seen that.
Thank you. Like, I like you.
Yeah.
But why you playing me? Like, what's the reason? Just tell me if you want to just fuck with me. Tell me, listen, this is what it is. Don't make me believe something. And then and that's why I'm like, nope, you're blocked. I'm sorry.
Me, I'm like, okay,
Blocked.
no
You know
problem.
what it
I'll
is?
cry over
And
that.
now all of them, I'm not gonna lie, they want to spin the block. That's how you said. Like, you're spinning the
Spin
block.
the
You're
block.
like, you had your chance. There's no
Yeah.
spinning. Like, go spend somebody else, because you're not spending me.
And that's what the communication is important, because the way he communicate with you, that's why it failed ultimately. Because, like, bro, just tell me if you just
Yeah,
but
it's up
people
to
don't
me.
know how to be adults. That's why I respect transparency, because let me know what it is from the get-go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I decide how I want to move, and because I could be transparent, like my truths be hurting, because I'll tell you.
that's the thing. A lot of
I'll
people
tell
say
you,
they
and
want
that's what I'm
transparency, but
And
not
they
but
don't
they
know
can't
how to
handle
handle it. They can't.
transparency.
And then when
Can't
you have
handle
somebody
it.
that's like
For
a
sure.
man, and a woman tells him the way how it is,
Yeah.
oh, you too bold, you too fresh, you
Yeah.
too this. I'm like,
Like, even if you,
I'm too much,
but
then you're the problem.
You know, the most important thing about communicating with me is you got to choose communicative words. People don't know how to word their stuff right, because they'll use like a word that's the trigger word.
Mhm.
Let me give you an
It's
example.
more aggressive.
Like, why the fuck you say it like that? It's
cussing.
ask you like, bro, like, you didn't have to say it like that. It's just the way you articulate and go about
Yeah,
it.
I agree.
People
And-
just aren't kind, and I just think that, like, there's a way to talk to somebody, especially a woman talking to a man. Like, we've had this conversation before, because she's like, if you're a bitch, I'm gonna call you a bitch, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I
But
don't
No,
I'm
I don't
learning.
get it.
No,
I know,
no,
it's
no.
okay,
I'm
but
learning.
it's okay because you are learning, right? But for me, I just feel like I just want to be in this like feminine. That's just how I feel. I feel safer that way. So I choose. My communication is more feminine. I'm not gonna cuss somebody out, or if I feel like I have to do that, then I just remove myself.
But that's what I'm saying. When I already said, when you got me to that point for me to
Yeah.
call you that, is because I've told you many times, like, listen, like the guy who I'm dating.
Yeah,
he told me, listen, I don't like this word. Guess what? He doesn't feel comfortable. I don't say it because I know I
What
want
word
to.
was it?
I'm
just curious.
No, it was even where it was. He said, it wasn't even disrespectful. Well, to me it wasn't, but for him he didn't like it, and I stopped saying it. I say, I can't even remember because I don't even say it anymore. It's like sucks. Oh, this sucks. That's all I said. This sucks. And he said, you know what? I don't like that word. I said, like, maybe communication. So I don't say it anymore because I'm like, when I say this, like, I'm a little bit too American.
Because if you think about it, sucks.
I was like, oh, this sucks. But because I miss him. This is why I was like, oh, this sucks. You're all the way over there. I'm here. Yeah. That's what I meant. But he didn't understand it that way. So now he's like, I don't like that word. So I'm like, baby, you're right. Let's change it. So like,
but like you said, when you address something, you communicate with someone in a respectful way, right? You get your point across if you're having just a conversation with a person, as opposed to feeling like you have to demean a person or be dismissive. And that is something that I cannot.
That's something
tolerate.
Big with me. Tone. And the words is very important to me. I don't hear you if you're screaming at me or you're
I'm like
cussing. I can't even hear what you're trying to say to me. Like I'm just now we're going to kill you. The argument's now going to turn into why you talking to me like that. Like now we're not getting anywhere.
Just have a conversation with
me. The way how I see it, and I know that's. Oh, yeah, you're right. Everybody's really toxic. If I tell you we're in a relationship, no, I realize what you're saying. No, I'm analyzing. Now I'm in a relationship. I tell them this, like, just communicate with me. I'm like you, communicate with me. And then when I tell you, just let me be, let me alone. Don't look for me. Don't do this. Stay away from me. So this is me. If we're not together anymore, and this is where the word comes in that I use, like they're acting like a female, they're being toxic, they're after me, they're doing this. When I said, I want nothing to do with you. Why can't you respect boundaries? Like stay in your side, stay in your lane, I'll stay in my lane. So now that's why I said they're acting like a bee.
Yeah. But that's you still don't say that.
Yeah,
though.
You still can't.
But you should say the words that I say to me. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like,
see, you shouldn't be in that situation then because I don't.
I tried to stay away from that situation and they don't understand.
I ain't tolerating that.
I ain't tolerating.
You tried to. You need to stay away. You said trying. You see
oh, she knows what I'm talking about. Yes, I stay away. I'm one of those people.
Block his ass.
I stay away. I do whatever it takes for you not to communicate with me. But so there's an issue with them because I'm like, I don't want to deal with them. I just don't. In the whole fact, I don't.
But But if they keep communicating with you, that means they're getting a response from you.
No, they're not. That's the whole point. I could show you. I could show you. I'm like, nope. I block them and they come from another number and then I block them and they
just keep doing that until they stop.
So I keep blocking. So it's like, yo, are you okay in the head? Like you're not getting this that it's done. That don't. Communicate with me.
Here's the question.
Don't make fake
Day, I'm sorry to cut you off. I just want to ask this because you spoke a lot about energy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know if you feel that people adapt their energy based on who they're with or based on survival. So like when you say you know someone in the matter of, 2 seconds or whatever, right? But you will give them time to get to know you.
Sure.
But they're reading your energy as well, right? So they may adapt to what they think you like or whatever to be the person that you want them to be. Are you do you think that people do that, or is it just like a survival?
I think from my personal experience, I feel like probably a few women, they probably just did stuff because they like me and they did it out of their own character, out their way to like vice versa. When a man does that for a woman, people put on a facade to be something another way so they could get you.
You think men and women do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do it, and then eventually you're going to see it because that pattern is not going to last for too long.
Right.
But like I said, I'm very good on reading energy. I could tell from the rip if you want bullshit. And I could tell from the rip if you say what you mean and mean what you say. I could tell. I don't know what it is. I think I got it for both my parents, but I'm always been good on reading energy.
So have you ever, been wrong? Or like maybe,
of course, everybody been wrong.
So like
in certain instances,
like what did that look like?
It was disappointing. Like I'd be disappointed. I don't be mad at the person because at the end of the day, like I told you, I give people the room to be themselves whether I like it or not. Because when you do some nut shit, I keep my distance from you. When you do shit that I love, I keep you closer. I don't never try to, what's the word? Unfilter how the way somebody talks or anything, because once I see you got a certain type of vibe and the way you communicate a certain way, I stay far away because I know what I'm going to be, how I'm going to react towards that. Right. So I always want to be positive and always stay away from anything that's negative. Yeah. So I know. I just be knowing.
What are some examples that y'all think that men and women do, like, to adapt, right, in relationships that they can't sustain? So, like, for instance, a woman who cooking for you every time you come over and having food prepared for you, and then long term she's really not a cooker. She's been doing that just because she know that men like cook. Like, what are some other examples that y'all think that men or women adapt to in a relationship that they really can't sustain?
That's actually broad. That's a broad question. That's a broad question.
How about dining someone?
Dining somebody,
wanting to dine, and then you find out they can't keep up with them expenses.
They're doing it just to like.
No, me personally, you won't get
buying you flowers all the time.
Yeah, doing all that in the beginning, and it's not something that because they say like the fire dies down after like a month of.
So isn't that gaslighting? That's what they say, gaslighting or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I feel like the fire dies only because that's not really the person that they are.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's hard to keep up with the facade.
Right.
It's like imposter syndrome. It's hard to keep up with someone who is not being who they really are. They're just trying to impress you, which we talk about, meeting someone's representative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done that? Meet somebody's representative? I mean, been somebody's representative? Or been your own representative for somebody else? Like,
so be somebody else that you're really, or do things for that person that you really typically don't, that's not in you to do. Let's say like planning trips or something. You're not a romantic type, but you're going over above and beyond. And you
talk about as far as like dating somebody to actually get to know?
I'm thinking like more like meeting somebody. You know how like, when people were like younger, guys would try to like, see who they could bag and stuff like that.
He doesn't give me that energy.
No, when I was young, I used to do bullshit like that. That was like 16, 17.
Yeah, but that's young.
But as I got older, I made a vow to myself, even when I turned 18, I'm not going to be on that cheating shit no more. I'm not going to be, if I'm in a relationship, I'm all in. Like I told you, I've always been like a lover relationship guy, even when I was young. Even though I had my time when I had my fun with multiple women, but I always been that way. I always been a relationship guy. No. Not at all. I made a vow to myself when I turned 18. I'm 35 in a couple of weeks. I will never do no cheating. Of course, I used to do that when I was like 16, 17.
So what happens if you're in a relationship with somebody and maybe, I don't know, you're not getting sex and it's time, months go by, whatever, you guys aren't on the same page. Does that make it more?
I actually been in situations like that when I was in a relationship and the sex was horrible and I still didn't cheat.
So you just rather end the relationship than?
No, I didn't end the relationship. That's the thing, because I love that person so much. I'm like, So
you stayed in a relationship and the sex was horrible.
It wasn't horrible from the beginning. It was just towards.
It changed.
It changed. Like this specific person, we have sex all the time, and at years being together, it's like
routine. Yeah,
and then it just gets, It's not that it get boring. It's just that
put her down a little bit, probably.
I don't know, but I had that happen before, but I didn't cheat or talk to anybody else.
In the beginning, everything is nice. Like it takes like her situation years on the road. Like what, 22, 23 years married.
23
so
married.
To find that and still be in love with the person or love, because you have your ups and downs.
Yeah, I still love that person.
That's what I'm saying. It takes work. So I understand we say it takes work. But so even the sex is not everything.
Yeah, but it takes communication, because sex is a lot.
Everything.
It is a lot.
It is everything.
So why you stayed then?
It is a lot.
Wait, no. I want to hear, because you said
sex is everything. People say it's not everything, but it is everything because it.
But you said the sex was horrible, but you stayed.
But now, did you?
I'm not saying horrible. I'm not being horrible. It just wasn't as good as it was before. Like, it was just like it was no effort into it.
Did y'all talk about it though? Did you share?
That's the word. It was no passion.
It's not like the coochie was good. It's just that the passion wasn't there.
Okay.
But did you share with her how you were feeling?
Yeah, of course I did.
So I do think that's important, because
I'm very transparent when I'm in a relationship. Even when I'm getting to know somebody, I'm gonna tell you, hey, babe, it's not that.
listen,
I'll
years
tell
you
you.
gotta spice it up. You gotta try
That's what I'm
stuff. You
saying.
can't be doing the same old stuff you was doing since '99. Okay.
No, I agree with
99,
that.
I was 9 years old.
You see this?
I'm not going to say how old I was.
Oh, look at James' face.
Is that funny?
Yeah, he laughed real hard too.
Yeah, you know, I'm a little old girl. No.
No, you're not.
You definitely
have a
gotta
young
spice
spirit,
it
my
up.
love.
No, there was I forget. I had a question. I forget.
It went out the window.
Yes, I forget what I was going to say.
He just
I
told
don't
you he was
remember.
9 at 99. At 99, it just fucked
it
your whole mind
messed-
up.
Right. Mess my mind
What
up.
messed your mind up?
No, I'm just playing. Nothing. I don't know. That's it.
No.
So do you think? So how are you, or what's your views in a relationship as far as how a man is supposed to be versus how a woman is supposed to be, like their parts, the parts that they play?
Me personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but I feel like a relationship is supposed to be a partnership. Like we supposed to both feed off each other energy to go on day by day situations. Of course, the man has to protect the household, make sure everybody is good. And I feel like me personally, if any man really loves his woman, of course you want your woman to do what she loves to do. Like you want to make sure she's good, and vice versa. Like if you're a woman, you want to make sure your man is happy at home, make sure everything is taken care of at home. And me personally, that's why I said like I love an alpha woman, because the fact that I'm an alpha male, so therefore we come to reciprocation. Like we could feed off each other energy as opposed to arguing and getting into the debate because we both want to be dominant all the time.
So you don't think you can be with a beta woman?
No.
So that's just a woman that's more like passive and.
You have to be assertive with me. You have to be on my ass. You have to carry yourself like a woman. Like you have to be about your
You don't think
business.
a beta woman can carry herself like a woman?
Yeah, they could, but you're gonna tolerate too much BS. You're not gonna tell me about myself because you like you.
Oh, so
That's
you don't.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
what I
like that.
said.
You don't like a
I
passive.
don't like that.
A passive woman.
Passive
and he's gonna
woman.
walk all over her. That's why I need.
And you know what's crazy?
And it's not
because
that you. I'm sorry
the
to
delivery-
interrupt, but
no, you got it.
but it's because your energy is so alpha, and if you have a beta, you're like, I'm gonna do whatever I want with you, and you don't feel like it's like, I don't know. I just don't feel equal with somebody. Like I need to be put in my place.
You
And
do.
no, I do. But the person who I'm dating, I feel so feminine. I'm so into my feminine energy that I love it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
I
about
love it.
leading. It's about
It
And that's
is,
what I'm
but
saying.
I don't
He's
know
like
that
this.
I don't know that I agree with if she's a beta woman and he's an alpha that he's just going to walk all
Yeah,
over
I was
top of
about
her.
to say
I don't
that.
agree
I
with
was about
that.
to say
I
that.
think if a man respects his woman, regardless of if she's a beta or alpha,
And
he's
values
not
her
right
position
and
in his
values her
life.
position, values the relationship. They're not automatically just going to have the idea that, oh, I'm just going to walk all over top of her.
Exactly.
I
It's
don't.
not even that,
I
but
don't
how
agree
she's
with
going to
that.
carry herself. That's what we said outside that relationship. How she's going to let
But
people
I think
walk
that's
over
two
her.
different.
And that's
two different
what
things,
I worry
right?
about because I like my woman to be territorial.
Right.
Like you gotta.
Oh,
and
so
it
you're
don't
so
mean-
toxic. You want
That's not toxic.
Wait, you want her to be like what?
That's my man.
No.
No.
You can still
Exactly.
keep it gangster.
No.
You still
No.
keep it gangster. And you could still be a lady.
Yes.
You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to. You could be assertive and respectfully, but they gonna feel your energy.
Yeah.
Like, it's
You understand what I'm
excuse me,
saying?
were you just looking at her?
No, not like that.
This is who you
That's
look at.
not like
That's
that.
what-
That's
that's what you
that's
talking
not
about?
alpha. That's just toxic. I'm sorry. That's not. That's like, what's wrong with you? I mean, look like, are you okay?
But some people are like that. They're like, what do you
Some
mean?
people,
No, then
some
that's
people
the
are
wrong
like
person.
that.
No, but you, like I said, like you could be respectful and
Yeah.
be assertive. You don't have to be like me personally. I'm gonna give you an example. Like if I have a situation where like somebody, I'm gonna say, hey, sir, I don't like how the way you just like you could have come out in a different way. You can't have to be all aggressive and disrespectful with that. You see how calm and collective I am,
Right.
and just by doing something simple as that could diffuse a lot of
Received
confusion,
differently.
diffuse a lot. That's assertive and respectfully. That's what I
Right,
mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not mean be on Bonquisha, rah rah, you pull on strap.
Bonquisha, why she got me
Pull on
Bonquisha?
strap
though?
back.
You said pull that strap. No, I'm
I'm getting, you know what?
You really
We
strap.
getting licensed.
We are
gave you license.
She don't
We gave you license.
We're going to the gun range. Y'all my way? Pow. No, I'm playing.
But yeah, I don't mean like be disrespectful or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I just, like I like a woman that can stand up for herself. You're not letting nobody disrespect you. You're not letting nobody talk to you.
Sometimes it don't take words. It's just the way somebody
Your
carries
energy.
themselves. It don't even
That's
take
what I'm
words.
talking
So
about.
I
look,
get what you're saying. Oh
And
yeah.
that's why my energy, how the way I carry myself, you know not to come to play with me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it is not me being a tough guy. It's not none of that. It's just that I just carry myself with a certain etiquette, and I just move so militant that people just have no
Yeah, I
choice
can
but
see
to
You do
respect
move
me.
militant, yeah, because you've been sitting like this all day.
So
No, he's relaxed now. Look at
No,
him.
I'm
He's
playing.
more
I'm playing. He got comfortable.
Listen,
He did
he's
get comfortable.
giving like I'm a grown ass man. Well,
So-
I
No,
you know
I
so look
appreciate that.
so tell our viewers your IG where they can go ahead and
which camera I'm looking at? This one.
This one.
right there.
So y'all can follow me on GQ by GQszn on Instagram. It's
Spell the GQ.
GQ.
Oh, okay.
So it's GQ by GQszn. That stands for the season. And I have everything on. I mentioned my sweatsuits. Everything is on the website. Everything is on Instagram. Just DM me if you need a certain size. You need measurements. I actually had the measurements and everything. So if you unfamiliar with your measurements, I have everything, and I will show it to y'all.
You know you won't get other DMs.
Nice.
I'm gonna get other things.
But I don't. The way how he is, he knows how to put him in the place. I'm sorry.
But
He just gave me that
They
energy.
just know.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
they
tea.
just know him all.
Yeah,
Like, they
no,
match
I see.
energies. And
No, it's not about matching. It's
what did we
like
learn today,
playing.
guys?
Lord have mercy.
Match
You see?
energy.
No, it's not about matching energy. No BS.
Thank you.
No BS.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much. We
coming.
appreciate your genuinity. We appreciate just your transparency and
Great
you know,
conversation.
I
Thank you
appreciate
for
you having me.
sharing,
We're looking
sharing
forward to,
everything.
wearing your
Yes.
clothes.
Appreciate you having me.
Purple. Remember.
I've been
Cool.
watching
Thank you
y'all,
guys.
so-
Like, share, comment,
Yes.
subscribe, tune in.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.